from the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park. The show brings you game one. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ty Rodriguez.
Nope, that's high.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
First offering. Runner goes in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. Got him. And now it's Mark Vientos. Right side. And that one handled. On to first. Inning over. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Bottom of the inning. Kerry Carpenter stands in for the Phillies. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Rodriguez stepping in now. The inning's been quiet, but a chance here to turn up the volume.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crawford gets under it. And that is that. Runners at the corners here. One away. Josh Young stands in for the Phillies. On the ground to third. Might be 2. Throws to second for 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Ty Rodriguez. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard but foul. Cousins, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. That ends the frame. Rodriguez kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
Rodriguez steps in now. This is one of those matchups that'll test every ounce of a hitter's approach, Ziggy.
Yeah, if you get a pitch to hit, Boog, you better not miss it. You might not see another one all day.
That one fouled off.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked the cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Well struck, right field.
Find the ball. Get out.
And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay throw. Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So, hey, whatever works, I guess. Rodriguez digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with two outs and no one on.
2 down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's a 1-1. On the ground. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner takes off in the dirt.
Get down.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate.
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Rodriguez stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. One runs in. The relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Way back in 1930, Hack Wilson set the single-season RBI record with 191, and that stood for decade after decade until today. What an achievement for him, claiming the crown as the single-season RBI king.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. In the air, left field. Kelmer under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Saved! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man.
And that's the third out.
Up next to the bat.
Now, Ty Rodriguez. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Foul ball. Now the 0-1.
Ball one.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, tag, got him. And he can't scramble back in time. Way too much of a turnaround first there. Rodriguez had a great showing in the win. Put together a 5-hit performance, including a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Ty Rodriguez with a remarkable run of late as he carries a 20-game hitting streak into this one. One down. Here's a big power threat. Ty Rodriguez. Fouled off left side. Ryan. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Rodriguez ready to go. Looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Yeah, but he needs to come out aggressive but composed as well. A clean first frame can settle the whole dugout.
Jace Young, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Now it's going to be Kerry Carpenter. Rodriguez will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. One of the things as well that we've seen is that with launch angle type swings, that slight uppercut, the pitch that's really dying out is the sinker. That two-seam fastball really moves right into the same path as that uppercut type swing. It is not a good match for the launch angle swing. On the ground to first, and a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
Yeah, and if you're going to have an effective sinker, you've got to be able to throw a good four-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone. And to your
a swing and a miss. That retires the side. And back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Breaking ball misses down and away. Turner working through some struggles lately. Out to short. Lindor. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. And here's Sosa to the plate. Turner gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Chandler Simpson.
That's out the corner.
Swing and a foul out of play.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit.
Over to Terang. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, let's take a look at the pitcher of the month. He's been outstanding of late. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Back here in Philadelphia, let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Josh Young, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. This to third, gets to it with a slide. To first, and they get the out. Shea Langoliers digs in now.
Hey!
And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Ryan Norton stands in for the Phillies. Rodriguez ready to work, facing one of the most dangerous young hitters in the game, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, when a rookie's already impacting games like this, it just changes the scouting report. Big time challenge right here.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So the Philly batting order turns over. Jace Young, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Way out front for strike two. Foul ball, still 0-2. Set down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Rodriguez ready to go again up against the hitter with some serious MVP buzz.
Yeah, and it isn't just height. This hitter can rake, Boog. You've got to hit your spots and avoid the middle of the plate at all costs.
Carpenter with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And that is out of play. The 0-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Got him swinging.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Hellman, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. The Mets up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Turner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And there's the strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
Outside low, 3-1 now.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Lenny Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Just missed. Rodriguez thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. In the dirt, ball 2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Soto on at first, nobody out. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. A two-run blast. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Rodriguez back at it, pitching with the lead.
Yeah, it's always a little easier, but only if you protect it, Boog. He's got to lock in here. Can't let this game seesaw.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
In there at the knees. And that just misses. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it. One up, one down.
Up next.
Here's Josh Young. First time up, he grounded to third.
Young.
That one finds the corner. 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Shea Langoliers stands in for the Phillies.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is the third out of the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him. So now with one away and a man at second. Next is the designated hitter, Ty Rodriguez. That one found hard the other way. The 0-1. Rodriguez matched a homer in his last game. Man at second.
Oh.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Nope, outside.
Norton recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So back to the top of the order. Jace Young stands in for the Phillies. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that's strike one.
Ball one.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter getting ready to hit. Carpenter recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Making 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That's in there. That's strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. Rip towards third. Zips it across. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Turner now. He's 2 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Clearly trusting himself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Sosa in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slur. Ty Rodriguez will hit next.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. The throw into second.
He's safe.
Not in time. He's safe. So 1 out with 2 aboard. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Ground ball left side. Young to second. Double play. What a clean killing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Rodriguez with a great showing in this one. Outstanding all-around pitching and hitting.
No matter where he was on the field, Boog, he was bringing it today. Good hitting and good pitching. This is a game he can really be proud of.
Ty Rodriguez, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. Rodriguez steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
Soto aboard here at first with nobody out.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The 0-2. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Batting third, the first baseman, Michael.
He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
At the plate, Michael Busch. Two in scoring position, nobody out here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Tap back to the mound.
Come on,
Fires home for one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So to a boarded 2-out scoreless game. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. In the dirt, blocked. This will end the inning, and I'm pretty sure. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they cut into the deficit. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, a former MVP, 22 years old. He's a former National League Cy Young Award winner.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Nice grab. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Rodriguez digging in. The deficit's manageable, but somebody's got to get it started, Singy.
Yeah, and this guy right here has got the toolbox. Competitiveness, bat to ball, good instincts. Let's see if he opens it up, Boog.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And a count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Left field. That gets down for a hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Michael Bush now at the plate. Quick move to first. Rodriguez back in on a dive.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the go. Swinging a ground ball into the outfield base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. And next for New York, Mark Vientos. Norton. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Rodriguez had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because